Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Toronto Mounties.
Set to kick off.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Taken at the 15, a short kick. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
Zeke going to get it on the option. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Watson. He's got his man in stride, complete. The 20. And that's a touchdown. But hold on, there is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. Oh, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
To throw on second is Watson. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Quan Alexander, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. A miserable start here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and very long. Going deep downfield for Ross. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
2 things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
Here's Matt Bosher now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Oh, had to get it out quickly, but it's blocked. And they will wind up with the football and the possession. Special teams putting a mark on this game early. Opening drive, block punt.
And for one team, it's a good mark, and for the other, not so good. And this is why special teams coaches are like designated hitters to me. They don't get very many opportunities. They need to maximize when it comes their way. And as we just said, one of them did.
So quite a turn of events. This is 1st and goal from the 3. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. To throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins are going to, and now they're going to fake it. And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. A fairly short kick from the 14. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
They'll take over first down 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. On first and 10, Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off here, the 32. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Yeah, they turned the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized a little bit on top.
Taken in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up first and 10. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
At the 22-yard line.
After the run, Watson going to throw. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. There he goes, right side. Touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 78 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Taken about 7 yards deep.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Now a handoff here to his running back. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
First down, Dolphins.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So now a fresh set of downs. First and 10 after roughing the passer. Now back to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. Looking to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. picked off by Jordan Poyer. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. They start on the ground with Elliott. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Now Watson. That's complete to John Ross. Well, he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First and 10.
A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. This is Elliott. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
To the 49-yard line.
Now it's Watson. A bootleg. Going deep downfield for Ryan. Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Dolphins 14, Mounties 7.
On first and goal, they'll try the option left. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On second down, it's Elliott looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal. Third and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. Now it's Watson. And he's going to go down. Sacked around the 17. Tech McKinley made his way into the backfield.
Third and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open. Left him nowhere to go with the football. Had to absorb the sack.
The kick by Bass is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Second and 6. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. A.J. Epinesa picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
that time. It's a 46-yard punt with a loss on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of it.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. On the option, here's Elliott. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Being chased out left. He may try and run for this.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. Room here to run. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 34. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
No, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. So far, and his guys have taken the lead.
So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision occurs because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver's at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. But if you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
No disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Matt Milano coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Rashawn Gary in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
3rd down.
Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again, 3rd and long now. Back to throw now in his own end zone. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here's Matt Hawk now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They go play action here on 1st down. Going deep downfield for Ross. And it's caught. Touchdown. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points.
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
And granted, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And they aren't able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, a 22. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. 2nd and goal from the 1. Here's Watson on the sneak. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Zeke going to get it on the option. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott as the first half is winding down. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
9 seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Tyler Bass set to kick off.
The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 36. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not...
And it's caught. Touchdown. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
The extra point.
Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
Tyler Bass.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were. Jones hit and the ball's in. And this is picked up by the defense. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
What part did they went empty set there? No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Touchdown. Deshaun Watson scoring on a 2-yard keeper. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And maybe there that was just a case of completely overlooking the guy holding the football.
It certainly felt like it, didn't it? Because on my checklist, okay, as a defender,
QB's last.
Running back, fullback, heck, jet sweeps nowadays. Before you even get to thinking about the quarterback might actually keep it.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And he'll give it here to his running back. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great effort there. With his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that? What was
maybe
that?
they saw something on film. Did you see something on film to try something from the 15 on the PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hole, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum.
And this will be caught at the 30. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout. And they hook up again for another big play.
Here's Watson. That is caught at the 7. And he will take it in for the touchdown. It's another touchdown pass for Deshaun Watson, his 5th of the afternoon, as his guys continue to pour it on.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10. At their own 19.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Now a handoff looking right. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. And you hear it all the time, but that's one of the dangers of the blitz. You get past that first wave, nobody else is there.
And when teams blitz, what they're trying to do is make you lose your poise, lose your timing and your tempo. But when you hold it together, you can really hurt them the other way, getting past that first wave.
The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7.
At the 31-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Rashawn Gary, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
It's 3rd down.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Now they try the right side here. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now.
It's now 4th down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Not often do fourth down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down.
Miami.
Now a handoff looking right. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now a first carry for their fullback. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a 3rd and 13.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game, and I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. He'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Grant Delpit.
And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
And got the 4th down pass. Intercepted. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 14.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly.
Stephon Diggs, past the 20, touchdown. Stephon Diggs, taking it in. And this offense is running away with this one.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
You said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Here's Bass now to send it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, able to break that one up.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And again this time to the tailback. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They all go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce it, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse.
8 ounce. 8 ounce is good.
All right, just checking.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
A gain of 29 yards. And the Dolphin first down.
Mariota on first down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is incomplete. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, able to break that one up. Well, they were 2 for 3 on 4th down tries. Now they're unsuccessful. That brings them down to 50%.
But that's a percentage you have to feel pretty good about. You know, 2 for 4, 2 for 3 before that. They finally get stopped again. That's okay. That's the type of team that'll keep pressing. In this situation, they'll continue to go for it.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
The ball carrier.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just
coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Aaron Jones. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play? And, Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL, and all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Grant Delpit. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 15 yards through the air and a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. Off of play action, it's Watson. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. Call it a 3-yard gain, but they'll be forced into a 3rd and 15 coming up.
Third down.
Again, it's Elliott. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, Jones. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
And Watson's going to throw it here. Escaping the pressure right. A dump off to Elliott. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the home team here, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Dallas Cowboys next week. Meanwhile, for Miami, that first win remains elusive. They drop to 0-12 now with the loss here.
And they will be back home next week for a date with Washington.
And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.